Oh, look at that. The silver button on the right. There you go. You made it.
Okay, so that's the way to enter. 2020 on Amelia Island. Get it? Are we? Is this working? This is the fun of live stuff, everybody. Is it working? Can you hear me?
Is it on?
What's going on here? Did we miss something? You got it? We're good. We're good.
All right,
I'm with my friend Jeff Lane. These are his vehicles that we have come in. Jeff owns the Lane Motor Museum in Nashville, Tennessee, and we get to do a lot of fun stuff over the years together, right?
Absolutely.
So tell everybody, what are these things that we've just catapulted ourselves into this show with?
So this is a 1936 Corolla. This was, France has an innovation contest where you design and build something. It doesn't have to necessarily be automotive. In 36, this guy built this car. He wanted to drive it around Paris. It would be small, it'd be maneuverable. Of course, you're supposed to build your own. He didn't want to build them and sell them. He wanted people to build their own. But on top of that, he made it so when you stop and park it, it takes up even less room because you can stand it on its tail like that. So he claims he built it for $7, 1936 dollars, and in 20 days. He made a nice booklet about how to build your own car, and he did not win, but you know, and they actually drove his around for years back in the day, and of course at some point it disappeared, and we made this as a replica.
This is really fun to drive because it's got a we've got a hand throttle, like a you said like a snowmobile with your thumb, and then a hand clutch on this side, and then there's one brake, so you sort of have to keep moving that along. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So no, you're not going to fit. So we've got several cars in different classes that we're going to look at here. When you come to Concours de Lemons, what you get is the best of the worst. The worst of the best? I don't know what you call it. And we do this all over the place.
Out of the sun?
Your mic's giving me nothing. All I'm getting this is. Really?
Really?
This isn't working at all?
Uh-oh.
Stand next to it. All right. So
you want to just...
So why don't we look at this and see what's going on? I don't really know. So the classes that we're getting here, we've got crazy Japanese stuff, German. They have fun names for all these different things. But Hagerty's loved sponsoring this for the years because really it's just a celebration of just the craziness and enthusiasm in the car hobby. So,
is there Rough Riders in it?
No, this is really funny.
I know, you sit on the back and it does a wheelie.
Let's give a display of what this does right
here.
Yeah.
It's a parade vehicle that we do all the time.
So this is a real Fernandina Beach Shriners vehicle that they use in parades. And you go down the road and you can actually bounce around on this thing.
That's great. Did they build it? The Shriners build it? Yeah.
Built it in 1970.
That's fun. So it's been in multiple parades.
We do about 20 parades a year.
Wow.
1978.
Okay,
Yeah.
20 parades a year.
And is it a Model A?
Model A, 1931 Model A.
Okay. Fantastic.
All what's left of them from 1931.
Yeah.
Good.
Slightly modified. Yeah.
Well, let's take a quick sweep
Thank you.
through some of the other cars here. We can look in the center here. We've got our Ruffle Britannia class over here. There's one that's sticking out. You know, everybody knows we just did this Hagerty tour that came down. We drove 1,500 miles roughly. Jeff came down in some cars. We have
And
a lot
part of it we floated in
yeah,
the rain.
3 days, which leads us to why the Tiger is over here. With,
drying out?
The seats up. I've got the carpets out of it back in my hotel room hanging on the balcony, draining muddy, rusty water onto the poor people that are probably on vacation below us. Sorry about that. What are you going to do? This is our area here. So the people that come, you're actually going to come and get some fantastic awards from this show. And I am honored that we have won this before, right? We brought weird stuff.
Absolutely.
And we're judges. I think
Yes.
we're both judges
Yes.
today.
Yes.
So we're running through this a little bit. When we talk about this class, the Rust Belt American Junk, I'm looking at a lot of wagons over there. You know?
Yeah, look at the Geo Metro pickup. El Camino, huh?
And you're right. Let's look. So you know, that over there, that's a bit of a rusty Corvette that came down on the tour with us. But
Yeah.
this here, this is a car that I really like. This '73 Ford.
You were conceived in.
Michael, that's right. There are probably many people over the years that have been conceived with this.
You want to put
Yeah,
mine on
no,
his?
it's fine.
Because he's doing all the talk, most of it. You want to just grab mine?
Nope.
Yeah, why don't you swap them?
All right. Well, we have a minor technical difficulty happening here, and we're gonna swap this thing out. And that's the magic of doing these things live as we go running amok. Oh, that's good. We're on a fishing expedition up.
There we go.
There we go. Hold on. Is that better? Can you hear me now?
Mr. Phillips is
One of these
double
things where you
mic.
say, can we? That's right, 2 mics. Well, we've got an international feed. You know, you don't want to run on that on the same channels,
might
I
blow
think.
out a fuse.
That's something like that. I'm not really sure. But as we walk through, Michael really is enjoying himself with this thing. Bathed in Spanish moss here in Florida. You always know where you are. It's really fun. So let's take another look at this thing. Jeff, we were looking at this earlier, right?
Yeah.
This is the most economical pickup truck I think anybody's ever conceived, isn't it? It's a 5-speed Geo Metro that they made into a ute. You've traveled to Australia before. Would this be typical of what you'd find down in that
Get
area?
a kangaroo in the back of that. Right? Oh, it comes with the $2,000 Ferrari toolkit.
I like it. Absolutely. Are those factory screwdrivers, do you think?
I would say they probably picked those up on the side of the road. Right?
This is great. You want to change your shocks, you got them right under there. It's perfect. Now, I like Corvairs. We always see Corvairs at these Concours de Lemon events, but I like these cars. You know, when you look at, ooh, look at this. That's a turbo.
Oh, this is
How
a
many
fun
other
one.
60s flat 6 turbocharged cars can you think of?
Zero.
Zero. 8 cylinders, right? There was a Buick that had a turbo on it, right? Wasn't that the
But
first
it was
one?
a V8, right?
Yeah,
So, yeah, this is way before Porsche.
it sure is.
Turbo one. And I think maybe on this one they have eliminated the rear window for better aerodynamics.
I think
Flow through?
you're exactly right.
Yes. Nice.
I love Corvairs. Corvairs are really fun. We're happy to have this one out. Look, it's a 4-speed rag top turbo. I mean, really, it's pretty amazing. Also, one of the things along with the Concours de Lemons, you get a lot of people that are in the Lemons rallies and doing Lemons racing. Typically, these things are like $500 claimer car sort of things. Although the funny thing about it is that in order to take your $500 car and race it, you've probably got to do about 10 grand worth of actually work to it to put in a real roll cage, have real safety equipment that passes all the current standards and all that sort of stuff. So, but we have a great example here of one of those cars. I believe Fail Incorporated has brought this, and I don't even know what, is this a Lexus? This is a, is this yours? Is this a LS 400 or something?
It is a one-of-one rear-wheel drive Camry race car prototype.
A Camry race car prototype.
Yes.
So,
It
okay.
may look like an LS 400. That's not what it is if you read the badge on the back of the car.
So you've got a fake Lexus nose on this thing or something?
This is how we found the car.
Okay.
It was in the basement of Smokey Unick's shop in Daytona.
Really?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
It's the 9/8 scale race Camry. So, he was experimenting with the 7/8 scale Chevelle.
Sure he was.
And
Everybody, yeah, this is good.
That didn't work. So obviously he went bigger.
Yeah, one of the hallmarks of people that bring cars to Concours de Lemons is their ability to spew utter nonsense, which is what's happening here.
Have we not met before?
Yes, I remember you from last year. Nice to see you again. Yeah, one of the fun things about being a judge at this thing is you get to meet a lot of the personalities, and there are always personalities. Big shout out, look, our buddy Ed Bullion with the Vin Wiki. How you doing, Ed? Yeah, so this is awful. Thanks for bringing it. Thanks for bringing it.
It's winning awful. Thank you very much.
Yes. So that means you're display only this year. Is that how it works, or you can just keep filling it with trophies?
That's the plan.
Okay, good.
It's won a race. Now it's got to win here. Then we'll take it on a rally. It's street legal, so.
I love it. Oh my God. Can I wear the tiara for a little while?
And it's probably the only race car you'll ever find that has actual wood from the same forest where they cut the trees down to make Yamaha pianos.
Yamaha piano
And that's
wood.
not bullshit.
I do seem to remember that. So I'm now wearing a tiara, which is great. Yeah, nice. Okay. And we've got a Civic here. Now look, Civics are awesome. This is a phenomenally handling car. Thank you for bringing this thing out. You've got a factory windshield there. That looks really good and safe. A lot of stuff going on there. Are you guys local?
Yes.
Okay, well, thanks for coming out.
It's no problem.
This is fun. And someone's pops crackling. That was a BMW. I don't know what they can't get their tuning right. All right, let's go down around this way. We're going to look at some British cars. Again, here's the waterlogged Tiger that made it. I really am just taking this opportunity to dry the seats out. Because all of this, if you were to squish, this is the factory sound deadening, and it's just absolutely soaked. So I anticipate next year this is going to be a complete Fred Flintstone mobile with no floors in it, but we hope not. It ran really good. Is this yours here? This is pretty amazing. Now look, this is a really nice condition car. This is kind of a Lemons car by reputation more than what we actually see here, right? Yeah. I like it. So was that the Buick 215? Is that what's in there? Very, very good motor. They use it in a lot of stuff. Very, very cool. Buick's had it. Rover had it. Now, I know who's TR3? Okay, I love TR3s. TR3s are really fun. This is a really nice TR3. 61. Yeah. Pretty fun. I don't know. I think I had a TR3 about this vintage, and this is a whole lot nicer than the one I had. Mine was made of beer can signs from about the waist down. It was really pretty awful. Let's go and look at something in the crazy spirit of things here. The sponsored by Duff Beer. What do we have? Is this a Charger? Is this what this like an 80s? Is this yours?
Yeah.
So we're doing a little live stream for Hagerty. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
What the hell's going on here?
This is a 1981
Okay.
Electrica 007. So it's a factory electric car from the 80s.
Okay.
We've updated it with modern BMW i3 batteries. There's 3 packs in the back and 1 under the hood.
So this is a real vehicle.
Yes.
So what's up with the generator back there? Just how you're recharging?
I can go about 100 miles
Okay.
on battery. And Raleigh's 501 miles away from here.
Okay.
So, I run that while I'm driving, and it extends the range.
So you really are. He's topping up his batteries by hauling a generator on a trailer. So so you can actually calculate fuel economy then, right? So how often do you have? Is it a 5-gallon tank in this thing? Like,
16-gallon tank.
whoa. Okay, that's a big.
For about 8 hours.
This is incredible range then.
Yeah. And that provides enough energy to go about 45 miles an hour. So if I go faster than 45, it draws the batteries down.
Ah, okay.
If I go below 45, it charges them back up.
So can you tell that, but just an ammeter or a voltmeter on your gauge to see if it's moving, and you?
I've got several gauges in the cluster.
So you just keep it in the green, and you know you're not discharging.
The programmable gauge, and I toggle it with one of the little toggle switches in there, so I can toggle through and I can look at what my pack's doing.
That's really pretty cool. So you're an electrical engineer by trade or something like that?
Well, that's how I started.
Okay.
Back in the 80s, I'm a network engineer right now.
Neat.
I built data networks.
Well, thank you for bringing this out. It's something.
Yeah.
I love the ingenuity of this thing.
Thank you.
Do you ever have any police come up behind you on the highway and go, what's going on here?
I have had them stop in the parking lot to check it out.
Yeah.
They're always very interested.
I bet.
It's a lot of. I'm kind of surprised when I drive past police cars and they're just like, nothing to see here.
I guess with this down, it's hard pressed for people to really understand kind of what's happening, with the wires and stuff. So
This is the main power wire, right? And this powers the charge controller. This powers the space heater because it gets cold.
pretty neat. All right, well, we're making a quick pass. We've actually got to start doing our judging pretty soon here, which is pretty exciting.
German car owners to your cars, and the judges go do your worst.
All right, so they're calling judges. Now the judging process here, we should take a look at that because there's a lot of bribes involved, and that's a lot of fun, really. So I think we did the Swedish car class, and most all of them had some sort of vodka out, and it was early that day. So really, really fun. I think probably people can get the sense of what's going on here, and we're going to get to our judging. But at Amelia Island, you've got the big concours on Sunday. We've got all the big auction houses selling cars up to millions of dollars. I think our top sale was an $8 million car, I think Bonham sold. So there's a lot of really fun things happening here at all ends of the hobby. And this is really just for people to be entertained, get enthusiasts out, have some coffee and donuts, and just enjoy the day. So thanks very much for coming along. I'm Brad with Hagerty, and I'm going to keep the tiara. I'm going to keep it as a judging bribe because I like it. Goodbye.